This is how you change the fuel injector. I got to do cylinder 6, this one. So this is how you change the fuel injector on the 2006 6.1 Dodge Hemi. This also goes for the 5.7 Dodge Hemi. So let's go ahead and do it. So first you want to take off these 2 bolts on this side of the fuel rail. So, all right, just loosening. Loosen this back one a little bit. For how rusty my screws look, they turning pretty good. I want to grease those down a little bit too before I put them back on there. Wish I had some new ones, but it's all good. So as you can see, that's coming out. This one needs to be loosened up a little bit more. There it go. Now that one's coming on out. So let's get these 2 off. I've already, you also have to unplug this fuel line, this plug. So to do that, you pull up on the red, you see it just slid up, and then you press down on this little black clip right there, and you pull. Mine came out easy. So that's the part that we're gonna change. Like I said, it goes down into there and up into this fuel rail. So let's go ahead and take these, loosen these up. I was gonna try to see if I can get to that without taking the rest of these off. We'll see how it goes. Because if I'm not mistaken, I need to take this off too. So let's do it. All right, so again, remember we unplugged this one and we took off this screw and this screw. And now, I don't know if I was covering up my mic. So we took off this screw, we unplugged cylinder 6 from the fuel injector. And now I wanna show you that, it's wiggling. Now what keeps it up and connected is on the back side. You see these little clips right here. You gotta take those off. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the one for cylinder 6. Try to show y'all as I'm doing it. You can get back there with your Phillips head. Slide it gently, because once it starts coming off, you're gonna wanna grab it so it don't go nowhere. So I'm gonna take my hand off the camera and grab that. So you wanna take those clips out. All right, so I got all of them unplugged, all of the clips out. I put them in the order that they came out in, right here on the ground. 1, 2, 3, and 4. For 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, let me say it right. This is 2, 4, 6, and 8 cylinder wise. So let me make sure I say it right. I was just counting, but yeah, this is really cylinder 2, cylinder 4, cylinder 6, and cylinder 8. So you want to make sure you have a rag or something. I'll show you first, because once you start pulling up on this, fuel does come out. You see that? Just wanted to show y'all that. I'm gonna clean that up real fast. But yeah, fuel does come out. So, but we already halfway there, y'all. Don't worry about it. Make sure you clean up all of your wet fuel and also let it dry before you crank it up after you change these, because you don't want any catastrophic damage, catching on fire or nothing like that. Sparks, catching gas, you don't want none of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off, make sure everything dry. I'm gonna change this one and see how it runs, and then I will be coming back to change all of these eventually. But yeah, let's do it. All right, so I got a wet rag from trying to catch some of this gas, some of this fuel. So I'm actually gonna clean all of that up, all that wetness. But I just want to show y'all that the fuel line, this bar does come off. This is the cylinder I need to change, and that one is still down there pretty solid. If I would known that, I probably wouldn't even took that bracket off of that one, but it's all good. This is the one I gotta change here, so I gotta wiggle this out. Acting like it don't want to come out. We gonna get it out. Uh-oh, more fuel. Like I said, this is a messy job, this one. So, dealing with your fuel line, your fuel injectors, your gas and stuff like that. So, Oh, I done pulled the little O-ring off. All right, let me go ahead and get in here and get that out, and then I'll be back with y'all. Oh, this looked like a job for, I bought some handy dandy needle nose pliers the other day at Advanced Auto, and these things was cheap. These was only like $2. And yeah, man, shout out to Advanced. That's where I get all my parts from. That's where I got the fuel injector from. So let's go ahead and get that out. And by that, I mean cylinder 6 fuel injector. I was able to pull it out using my needle nose because that thing was nice and gunked up in there. So this is the problem I'm having, is I'm getting a cylinder 6 misfire. Now, keep up on your routine maintenance. Yeah. Like I said, I've had the car for less than a year, so these definitely probably, I ain't gonna say never been changed, but they ain't been changed in long enough. So I'm about to change that, put this new one on there. Make sure they're the same size. Yep, that's it. Let's go ahead and get it on there. All right, so put a little grease on the O-rings, top and bottom. And now, let's go ahead and slide that bad boy in, cylinder 6 in that hole right there. It goes like this. So let's do it. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's down back in there. How these other ones are. I noticed I got a little moisture inside of that one, and it's gotta be gasoline. So I'm gonna take my screwdriver and put my towel. I actually got a moist towelette. I might use that, but I'm gonna get in there and clean that before I put the plugs back on that one. But that one dry, cool. That one's dry, cool. That's the one we just changed. That's the new one. That one, like I said, a little wet in there. We can get that out. And this one dry, so that's cool. And what I noticed, you want to put some grease along the lines of the ones that you popped out. I had to change cylinder 6, so I didn't have to take cylinder 8 out. So that one was good. But yeah, I had to put some grease on these two. They slid right back in once I slapped the grease around the top of them. And that's it, man. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so got the moisture out of that one. And now we just popping the clips back on. Once you hear that click, I just want to do this one again, because this one clicked like before I was ready. All right, make sure it's down on there. Yep, now you click it. Cool. You want to put it down on there, hear the click first, then you push down. So put it down on there. That black part on the side is gonna click. You're gonna hear it. Cool. Now you're ready to lock it in with the red. So that's it. We just gotta bolt them back on. And yep, bolt them back on, which is this bolt here. So they go like that. It's this bolt here and this bolt here. And that's it, man. Remember to clean up everywhere that you saw gas go. So I'm gonna put my screwdriver down there, clean all of that up, clean that whole rail up. And like I said, I got moist towelettes to make sure, you know, I get everywhere, clean it up a little bit, and then we gonna fire it up and see what we got. And of course, remember I put the clips in the order that they came out. So this was clip 2, clip 4, clip 6, and clip 8. So we're gonna put all 4 of those clips back in too. Let's do that. Tesla. Tesla Roadster.